Underwater is a science fiction thriller set in the aftermath of a catastrophic event deep within the Mariana Trench. The film follows Nora Price, Kristen Stewart, a mechanical engineer aboard the Kepler drilling station as she fights for survival after an earthquake devastates the station, sending it to the ocean floor. What follows is a harrowing journey as Nora and a small group of survivors must navigate through the dark and dangerous depths of the ocean, evading not only the crumbling station but also the mysterious creatures lurking in the abyss. The disaster strikes. The film opens with Nora in the midst of her daily routine aboard the Kepler station, a deep-sea drilling facility stationed at the bottom of the ocean. The crew is working on drilling into the Earth's crust to extract resources, but something goes terribly wrong. A violent earthquake shakes the station, rupturing the structure and causing a catastrophic breach in the station's hull. The crew faces immediate danger as the pressure from the ocean depths begins to crush the station. Nora barely survives the initial destruction, her instincts kicking in as she scrambles to escape the flooding parts of the station. In the chaos of the disaster, Nora encounters a fellow engineer, Rodrigo, Mamadou Athey, and together they race to reach the evacuation pods. The pressure from the ocean depths is so intense that the water is flooding the station faster than they can escape. The two are forced to act quickly, sealing off bulkheads and performing dangerous tasks just to stay alive. The initial tension is high as they navigate the station's deteriorating corridors, trying to reach the safety of the escape pods. A grueling escape. Once they manage to seal off part of the station, they realize the escape pods are no longer an option. The station's structural integrity is failing and the pods are no longer functional. With no other choice, Nora, Rodrigo, and a few remaining survivors, including a former soldier named Paul, begin to formulate a plan to walk across the ocean floor to another facility, the Roebuck, which might still have functioning escape pods. As they begin their journey across the ocean floor, the tension continues to mount. The survivors are not only battling against the intense pressure of the ocean depths but also the unknown creatures that lurk in the dark abyss. They have no idea what is waiting for them in the deep, and their suits are only capable of withstanding the pressure for so long. They are racing against time to reach the Roebuck before their oxygen runs out and before the station completely implodes. The abyss awaits. The ocean floor is a dark and hostile environment. As they move from one dangerous location to the next, the survivors are forced to deal with the crumbling terrain and the relentless dangers of the deep. The creatures that emerge from the depths are terrifying, massive hostile entities that threaten to consume anyone who crosses their path. The survivors must remain vigilant as the creatures appear out of nowhere, attacking without warning. The survivors encounter one of the terrifying deep-sea creatures while traversing the ocean floor. They face relentless peril as the creature seems to be drawn to them, forcing them to change course and navigate even more treacherous areas. Their journey is fraught with physical and emotional challenges as they try to survive and avoid the many threats lurking beneath the surface. A shocking discovery. As the survivors make their way across the ocean floor, Nora has flashbacks of her past, particularly her connection to the loved ones she left behind. These moments of introspection provide emotional depth to her character and allow the audience to understand her inner turmoil as she fights to survive. Amidst this, she uncovers more about the true nature of the Kepler station's mission and its connection to the mysterious creatures in the depths. One of the more striking discoveries is the realization that the creatures they're encountering are not just random sea life, they are something much more terrifying. The survivors discover that the Kepler drilling station had disturbed an ancient and previously undiscovered ecosystem beneath the ocean. The creatures they encounter are the result of the station's drilling activities, and now they must contend with the consequences of that interference. The depths of danger. Underwater begins 7 miles below the ocean's surface at the Kepler station, part of a deep-sea drilling operation in the Mariana Trench. The film's protagonist, Nora Price, Kristen Stewart, is an engineer haunted by personal loss and struggling to adapt to the harsh, isolated environment. The station houses a crew dedicated to extracting resources from the trench, but their mission carries the risks of pressure breaches, equipment failures, and the unknown lurking in the deep. The catastrophic collapse. Early in the story, a massive earthquake rocks the station. Alarms blare as sections of the Kepler begin to implode due to structural failure. Nora, quick to act, rescues herself and a colleague, Rodrigo, from the crumbling facility. The chaos sets a desperate tone, with crew members scrambling to survive as their environment becomes a death trap. The survivors' mission. Regrouping with Captain Lucien and other survivors Paul, Emily Smith, and Rodrigo, the team learns that the Kepler is critically damaged. They must make an impossible journey across the ocean floor to reach the Roebuck station, a mile away, to use its escape pods. This plan is fraught with peril as they must traverse a dark, high-pressure environment with limited oxygen and visibility. The survivors don specialized pressure suits for the trek, each facing their fears and the immense weight of the ocean above them. The journey tests their physical and mental endurance, symbolizing their resilience in the face of an overwhelming force. Encounters with the unknown. As they venture into the ocean depths, the team discovers they are not alone. Strange humanoid creatures begin to attack, revealing that their drilling operation may have disturbed ancient predatory life forms. These creatures are relentless, picking off the crew one by one. Rodrigo becomes the first victim when his suit succumbs to the pressure, graphically imploding. The remaining crew presses on, but fear and desperation grow as the creatures stalk them through the abyss. Each encounter heightens the tension, with moments of eerie silence punctuated by sudden violent attacks. The secrets of the trench. The team finds temporary refuge at an abandoned drilling station where they uncover evidence suggesting the creature's origin. Their drilling may have unleashed a dormant ecosystem, disturbing a species that had thrived undisturbed for millennia. The creatures appear to be protecting their territory, with the survivors as unwelcome intruders. The crew's discovery raises questions about humanity's impact on nature and the ethical implications of deep-sea mining. These themes resonate throughout the film, adding depth to the survival narrative. The Roebuck Station, a final stand. As the crew nears the Roebuck Station, they encounter a massive godlike creature resembling the legendary Thulhu. This ancient entity dwarfs the smaller predators, presenting an insurmountable threat. The survivors realize that their presence has awakened a force far beyond their comprehension. Reaching the Roebuck Station, the dwindling group faces one final obstacle, a malfunctioning pod system that cannot accommodate everyone. Nora, embodying selflessness and courage, sacrifices herself to ensure Emily and Smith escape. She triggers the station's reactor, creating a massive explosion to destroy the creatures and allow her friends to survive. Survival against all odds. The film explores the human instinct to survive, highlighting the characters' resourcefulness and determination. Nora's arc is particularly poignant as her sacrifices reflect her growth and redemption. Environmental consequences. Underwater critiques humanity's exploitation of natural resources, showcasing the unintended consequences of technological advancement and greed. Isolation and fear. The ocean's vastness and darkness symbolize the characters' isolation, amplifying their fear and vulnerability. The film effectively uses its setting to create an oppressive, claustrophobic atmosphere. The unknown. The creatures represent humanity's fear of the unknown, a recurring theme in science fiction and horror. The film suggests that some mysteries are better left undiscovered. Underwater is a gripping survival thriller that combines elements of science fiction and horror. Its claustrophobic setting, relentless pacing, and existential themes make it a standout in the genre. The film serves as both a cautionary tale about humanity's hubris and a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Nora's journey from cynicism to sacrifice leaves a lasting impact, underscoring the enduring power of courage and hope in the face of overwhelming odds. The final push. As they near the Roebuck facility, the survivors face their greatest test yet. The ocean floor becomes even more treacherous, and they are forced to traverse deep chasms, encountering increasingly dangerous creatures and unstable terrain. Nora and her companions are physically exhausted, but they refuse to give up. The looming threat of the imploding station, combined with the horrific creatures, makes their mission to reach the Roebuck even more urgent. In the final moments of their journey, the survivors find themselves at the Roebuck facility, but it is not the safe haven they were hoping for. The station is also compromised, and they find themselves facing a final terrifying showdown with the creatures that have been stalking them. The survivors' only option is to fight back and hope that their determination and resourcefulness will be enough to escape the horrors of the deep. Conclusion. In the gripping final act of the film, Nora and the remaining survivors struggle to overcome the seemingly insurmountable odds stacked against them. As the Roebuck facility begins to collapse and the creatures close in, Nora is faced with the ultimate choice: fight for survival or succumb to the crushing depths of the ocean. The film's conclusion is both somber and satisfying. Not all of the survivors make it out alive, and the film does not shy away from showing the harsh realities of the disaster. However, Nora's resilience and strength shine through, and she emerges as the film's true hero, having battled not only the ocean's deadly environment but also the horrors that lie beneath the surface. In the end, Underwater is a tale of survival, human determination, and the terrifying unknown that lurks in the depths of the ocean. If you enjoy watching this video, then subscribe to Angel Recaps for the latest movies explanation.